Hey guys, how's it going? Companion. So the other day I played a game, it was like a tavern brawl game, so it was basically whatever. I'll show you guys the game at the end so you guys can see kind of where this video is inspired from. And it was a game where my opponent played Alarmobot, and it was one of those instances where I just didn't really care. Um, and it made me realize that there's all these old cards, all the classic set cards. There's some of them that have such awesome effects. And the fact that the game since then has become so aggressive. Like, 2 years ago in Hearthstone, there was, a case where you didn't need a 1-drop, and then you played a junk 2-drop, and then you played, if you actually wanted to, an Alarmobot, and there was a reasonable expectation that your Alarmobot would actually stay alive. That was the game back then. And because of that, because, cards are generally kind of bad, we haven't seen too much power creep since then, but we've seen like a very high volume of cards at a higher power level than back then. And it makes all these cards that have such cool effects, such cool interactions with the game, just like completely outclassed, completely unplayable. And it's not like Blizzard's going to come around and, they're going to buff Alarmobot. They're also not going to make like Alarmobotter, like a 2-mana Alarmobot, kind of like the treatment they've done to some other cards. But the old classic cards have fallen like so far behind that all these awesome effects are just like gone. They're just like gone from Hearthstone, and it's pretty sad. If you guys want to understand just how far cards have gone, I used kind of like the Magma Rager example. We had Magma Rager, then we had Ice Rager, and Ice Rager is still horrible. It was actually statistically based on the decks on Hearthstone, one of the least cards used. I think it was actually used less than Magma Rager because people actually had to buy packs and then put it in the deck, as opposed to Magma Rager, where if you don't have anything, you might just actually use that card. And Ice Rager is still terrible. If there was a 3-mana 5/3, which would be considerably better than Ice Rager, it'd still be terrible. It'd still be useless because it just died to like a 2-drop. Sticky minions are just way better. Minions with effects are just way better. And we're basically at a stage in the game where all these old cards just have absolutely no chance of being played and absolutely no chance of their effect being repeated. And this is another case with Nosdormu, I believe. Nosdormu is a card you just can't play. And they're not going to make another card, another Nosdormu effect. So, are they actually going to buff Nosdormu to where it's a reasonable mana cost, to where it doesn't die to Big Game Hunter, to where, its effect is actually significant, kind of? Well, I don't know if that's really the way to go with that card, as it is a bit frustrating. But the point that I'm getting at is, we're kind of at a stage in the game where all these cool ideas are kind of just being flushed out of the game. And it's so cool to actually encounter them in very specific ways, but they're so rare, they're just so absurd when these effects actually become relevant that it's just kind of like a forgotten part of Hearthstone. It's a part that a lot of players who played the game like in the last year have never even experienced. Most people haven't even experienced the case where you coin out an Alarmobot and it actually stays alive. That seems so absurd these days in a world where almost everyone is playing Hunter or Paladin, and every single one of those players is going to have something to play on turn 1, and in some cases 2 things to play on turn 2. It's just such a different game that it's a little bit sad on one end, but on the other, this is kind of just like the natural progression. Oh well, I'm kind of hoping Blizzard would kind of change up the rules a little bit, kind of make cards like Alarmobot, kind of make cards, a lot of the old ones that just have really cool effects, just in some way give people the chance to see these cards at work, because they are so awesome, so cool, and it's just a shame that this opportunity is basically completely gone. For now, though, I guess you guys can enjoy a really awesome game of Hearthstone, a really awesome game of Tavern Brawl that inspired this idea, and maybe get you guys thinking a little bit as well. Enjoy the clips, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's the point? Well, it's fun. Okay.
You have 3,500 gold. Should you use it on the next adventure or packs? I think adventures are probably some of the best things you could get with gold. Yeah, I don't really want to play that. Oh, I just play Lore Walker. It'll eat 5 damage. If I'm losing by too much later on, it won't even do that. Oh, Western was okay. This sucks, dude. Going first and just getting something decent on the board is really, really significant. Okay. Alright, well, if I can get the War Golem down. Oh, looks like I can. Should Mysterious Challenger be nerfed? I don't know. It's like a stupid card. Makes a very stupid deck work. They haven't nerfed Mad Scientist for like 2 years, so I don't see why they should start. Oh, I think that was Bane of Doom. Okay. Yeah, I think the answer is no. I think they should not. It's just not really in line with what they've done. And this fucking quest thing is never gonna be discounted. Ever. Okay, so that's gonna overload me for 2. I just play that. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's pretty good. Zero mana turn 5. Well, I made a pretty sick play on turn 5 with that 0 mana. Shadow Flame would be really fucking bad, but I mean, it's random cards. I'm not going to be bothered to play around one of them. That's the first time the questing got a discount. Better late than never, right? Damn. Okay. No dragons, damn.
I wield the power, Blackwing.
Shall we put a kink in the plan?
I'm just making this play because his last turn was so fucking terrible.
Special delivery!
Okay. No, don't kill that. Oh, man. Marmobot.
Feel the power.
Another Pit Lord. Okay. Where's your damn lobber now? Yeah. Please, Deathwing. Deathwing would be pretty nice. I tapped. He seems a bit risky. Soulfire. Oh, why did he play that? Seems like a good card to have. Oh shit!
There is a lot at stake.
Is that lethal? This gets Wind Fury. Not quite. But everything is a threat now. Oh shit, he did have Deathwing!
That was a mistake.
We actually countered Deathwing! Because he'd probably be able to play it on 9 mana, because it probably would have been reduced. The dream became the nightmare. Because now he's probably going to lose. He has 3 attackers and needs to kill all 5. The dream becomes the nightmare, boys.
Your soul shall.
Oh, he's not happy about that.
I wonder.
Rip in peace. Oh, that was so sweet.